I feel like I need like an intro here. I just press play and start talking. But this is Tommy with O'Leary Holiday Lighting, making a quick video here about some marketing tactics, what works and what does not work. And by no means am I an expert, or should you take this as the end-all be-all here. But I will say all of my jobs I have generated myself and I have closed myself. So I know enough to know what I'm talking about. I know more than some, but less than others, you know? But anyways, as far as marketing for Christmas lights goes, there's really two different ways I look at it, right? You've got your in-season marketing, so anything you're putting out September through December, you're gonna see a lot better return on it. Like, a lot of times you can just throw crap out and you'll get calls and you'll close jobs. Honestly, that's how Chuck in a Truck little handyman guy gets his job, you know? Hey, I do Christmas lights. Oh, really? But your off-season stuff, you're gonna have to be a little bit more aggressive and dialed in with, right? Because you can't just put out door hangers or yard signs that say "I hang Christmas lights" and expect to close jobs off that. It's just not gonna work out like that. So I guess I'm gonna go over the easy stuff first, right? So your in-season marketing, yard signs are probably gonna be the best bang for your buck. Stick them everywhere. Like, it's a volume thing. The more people that see it, the more calls you get. I've got 1,000 of them sitting at my house ready to go out this year. But I wouldn't start doing those until September. There's been times where I've put them out as early as like the last few days in August. Haven't gotten calls on these things. And then like November, I'll get a call. And I'm like, okay, where'd you see it? Where are you from? Oh, it's right outside my neighborhood. And it's like, oh, I haven't put a sign out there since August. Like, these people, they just don't want it. It's just not on their mind. And of course, the closer you get to like Thanksgiving, the easier things tend to go. But yard signs are good. Just stick them out on street corners, intersections, anywhere with a stop sign where people might have to stop and take a gander. Neighborhood entrances, leave them at completed jobs, right? A lot of people don't do that. And I think a lot of people should, right? Because if you do a neighborhood with 10 or 12 jobs that you do in there, all the neighbors are gonna know who you are, right? That's almost impossible to ignore. This one just kind of goes without saying, but wrap your trucks. I mean, magnet signs are great, and I get it. A lot of people have cleaning companies or landscape companies that they run year-round, which I guess that's great if you're a landscaper or a cleaner, but I mean, if you don't do anything other than Christmas lights, screw it. Wrap your truck. Drive that thing year-round. I just get tired of these guys with their red F-150s that throw up a white magnet sign that just says Christmas lights. Like, come on, dude. You guys gotta be doing better than that. Put lights on your truck. Turn those on when you're installing in the dark. That's a good one. That is a good one. I'm gonna put you on some heat here. I'm gonna put you guys on some real heat here. Home shows, fall festivals, get a booth there. I got a booth at a fall festival last year. I spent like $120 on the booth. I closed like $5,000 worth of jobs. That was the best money outcome I had all year. I was like, holy cow, I need to do more fall festivals. So I'm gonna get a custom legit booth made up. Start slanging it. What else? Door hangers. So door hangers, I feel like door hangers is just a blanket statement. That can mean a lot of different things depending on what you're using them for, right? Because you can have, like, the worst door hanger you can have is just, hey, we hang lights and your phone number. You know, that's stupid. That's a waste of time. A better door hanger would be like, hey, we're in the neighborhood, blah, 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 call for a free quote, you know, whatever. You know, something generic that's like, hey, we're actually local. Instant quotes are great. Instant quotes are great on your door hangers, right? Just give them a price while you're walking up to the house. Write it on the back. Easy. Then you're not getting calls for hagglers. You're getting calls for, hey, I'm ready to book with the quote I already have. Then you got your 5-arounds, right? So you got, hey, we just put lights on your neighbor so-and-so's house. I like to write on these things. I don't know why, but I feel like they do better when you have to write something on them. So like my 5-around door hangers, you know, I'll be like, hey, we just put lights on, and there's a blank spot. You write in the neighbor's name. We just put lights on John's house. We'd love to give you a quote on your house. Or have an instant quote on there. Hey, we're just at John's house. Here's a quote for your house. Right? They're like, bang, dude, John's house looks great. I can see the guy's yard sign in John's house because he left a yard sign. And I saw his truck. His truck's all very well put together with a wrap. He's no Bucket Bob here. I guess Bucket Bobs are like window cleaning. He's no Ladder Larry here. I'm gonna give him a call, and you know what? I'm gonna book this quote. 5-arounds work pretty well. I just never really got a chance to do those. Well, I say that. I just never made time to do those. Because usually I'd be running late and I'd be like trying to finish up quick and be like, on to the next one. And you gotta imagine too, if you stay consistent with this, you will pick up your clients' neighbors. Because if it's year after year of seeing your truck, year after year of seeing your yard signs around the town, in front of the neighborhood, in your customers' yards, year after year of getting a door hanger on their house, they're gonna slowly be like, all right, this guy's legit. You know, whenever Ladder Larry stops showing up, I'm gonna switch to this guy. You'll be in the top of their mind. Or even I don't suggest competing on price. I think that's just a race to the bottom. If you want to be the cheapest, maybe just go work for somebody. That's not the best way to do things. But if you're happy with your pricing and you're giving pricing on these door hangers, I mean, I doubt you're the most expensive ever in the area. If you put it on somebody's house and they're like, well, I'm paying $200 more than this, you're probably gonna get calls. right? If you didn't have a price on your door hangers, they'd probably just be like, nah, I'm happy with my guy that does it. But anyways, in-season marketing, another thing that works really well is just blasting Facebook groups. You can't do that like too terribly much, though. You'll kind of piss people off and turn them off to you. But once every week, once every other week, get on your local city Facebook groups and just be like, hey, I hang Christmas lights. I would love to give you a call. And then just some jobs that you do in that area, especially like commercial properties. If you're in an area that it's like, oh, you know, everyone would recognize a building and you put lights on that building, definitely include that. You know? What else for in-season marketing? Oh, your Google page, this should be like a year-round thing. A lot of people don't like this, but like, do whatever you can do to get reviews on Google. I mean, whatever it takes. And then ask for reviews 3 or 4 or 5 times. Right? Like, whenever you text everybody for the beginning of the season, be like, hey, please leave us a review. Whenever you put their lights up, hey, please leave us a review. Whenever you reach out for takedowns, be like, hey, please leave us a review. Whenever you get the lights taken down, be like, hey, please leave us a review. And then I always send like a wrapper-upper text message to everyone, like, hey, got all the lights down, thank you guys all for an awesome season, you know. And then hey, please leave us a review, and you gotta link it. You gotta link this in your text messages, or else they'll just be like, yeah, I'll do it. No, they won't. Leave them a link right after asking for it, so they can click on it and they can do it. It takes 10 seconds. But yeah, reviews, those are huge, because a lot of, and for the love of God, I don't care what your wash business or your landscape business or whatever looks like on Google, you know, I don't care if they've got 500 reviews, make a separate page, right? Because I thought that too. I was like, well, I get more traffic driven to my window cleaning page. It makes sense to just run all my Christmas light stuff on there. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It makes more sense to make a separate page and start from scratch there. Because if you look at it, if you Google Christmas lighting, there's not many like sole Christmas light companies. And especially not in my area. That's why I was like, dude, there's serious money on the table here. Because like my biggest competitor that has a sole Christmas light business, he's got like 80 Google reviews. What? Dude, this is such a chance to dominate. If you can get reviews, get them. And I guarantee you'll be wiping the floor. Like, 80 reviews is not that hard to get. I'm not saying pay some guy in India to give you a bunch of reviews. That's a terrible idea. But, I mean, get them from your customers. Everybody, pester them. That's a huge thing. That's going to be a huge thing. And I'm not sure what things are looking like with AI. Like, AI is kind of scary. I don't know how that's going to disrupt Google, because Google has been the authority, right? It used to be the phone book. It used to be like, oh yeah, I'm listed in the phone book. I made my company's name start with an A so it appears first in the phone book. That's the equivalent now of like, oh yeah, I've got 500 Google reviews. I don't know what AI is going to do to that, right? Because Google tried to come out with its own AI, and it was like it was like referencing just like crap posts on Reddit and stuff. Like Google is having a hard time competing with ChatGPT and Claude and all that. So I mean, people still search for their stuff on Google now, but who knows in the next 5 years. Your existing customer base, I guess I failed to mention that. Ask them for lights. Give them quotes while you're working doing your main job. Give them quotes for lights. Right? Start booking people. I guess I'm gonna segue that into the off-season marketing. You gotta be relentless and ruthless on this stuff. Cold calling is probably, I mean, I guess it's the most bang for your buck because it's free, right? You're gonna be paying your phone bill anyways. But call up property managers. Just be sending unsolicited bids for commercial properties. Say, hey, I noticed you're the property manager for so-and-so property. I've got a bid made up here to put lights on your building this winter. Right? Send them that. Send them a cost sheet. Send them a whatever. Send them a packet. Full-on packet. Shove as many sheets in there as you can about the company, you know, projects done, make renderings of what their property will look like. And again, you can use AI for that. I had Jolly Lights, and I was like, oh, Jolly Lights is nice. Then these guys on the Facebook groups are like, I made this with ChatGPT. I'm like, what? Whatever. So cold calling, it works, it's hard. Door to door, I haven't done it, and I'm not going to do it. But I do believe you can get that to work in the off season, right? What better way is there to get customers than face to face to them to explain, hey, I'm here now. Let's book this so we don't have to think about it later. Door hangers. I've got a bunch of door hangers I'm putting out. They've got a pretty dang good offer in them, and a deadline for when the offer's good for. So I'm hoping that those do pretty well. And then like HOAs. So another thing that's good are gonna be like HOA partnerships. I'm going after those a little bit. Like, hey, let's decorate your front monuments. I've got a buttload of garland that I got for dirt cheap. I'm like, dude, let's decorate your front monuments for free. And then you send my stuff out in your newsletter. It's going all right. And then another thing, right? You might not even think about this. You might not even be thinking about this. But I'm sure a cop's got a bike rack on the back of his car. But I'm sure you started your Christmas light business to combat seasonality in your main business, right? So find other businesses like yours, cleaning companies, mowing companies, electricians, anybody that might get calls for Christmas lights, right? Call these companies because they've probably got a big book of business. Say, hey, just offer it to your customers through me. You don't have to do anything but offer it, and I'll get you a commission, right? You can get paid over the wintertime and not do anything. How nice would that be? But yeah, there's stuff to do in the off season that will make you money. it won't come as easy as it will in November, but there's definitely stuff to do. That's about all I've got, so deuces.